Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Drakemar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. We are going to be doing some Hydra today. Gonna stick Deliana into the mix. I don't know how well Geomance is gonna do, especially because he's not 60 yet. Or I mean 6-star. Who are we gonna stick in? We need her, we need more burns, we need her, we want passive healing. We want that door closed. Okay. Okay. Well then, let's give it a whirl. This isn't perfect, but I wasn't expecting it to be. Okay, good. And then we go that. Of course he steals it. Because why the heck not? Because why the heck not? Okay. I need multiple increase attack buffs. And I also need a cleanse. So guess what we need? What we're going to try. Spirit Host. It's not often that I use Spirit Host. It really isn't anymore. Because he tends to be very early game. There, because we can get a Burning Rage off, see? With this guy. It's not often that I actually get to use Ultimate Gallic. Not often. Because it's not often that I dig this deep into my pool of burn champs. Or revivers, for that matter. Yes, you do want these burns, because this is how we get damage on it. Yes, it is not often that I use these early game champs. And yes, it is early game champ strategies. If we can get 1,000,000, we've basically won the game. Or won this minigame. Can I get 1,000,000 is the question. That's the question. I would prefer to regroup if we don't get 1,000,000. All right, we did it. Mission accomplished. All right, well, you thought that would be all the video? No, because guess what? I still have to complete Tag Arena. Why? Very simple. And also, yeah, that's why Kale is not very good in gold. Did you just see what I just did? Did anyone see what I just did to them? Did anyone see that? Yep. Get deleted. I wasn't going to accept below 1,000,000 though. I wasn't. I would have regrouped because I know 1,000,000 is more than doable in my wheelhouse these days, even with less than perfect teams. This okay, good. Is that guy Ultimate Death Knight can be such a nuisance because I don't have a Mashald or an Elder Scar to deal with one. I don't. I don't. One day maybe, but not today. It has to be something like that or like I don't know, something horrible. It has to be something genuinely horrible to stop Ultimate Death Knight. Maybe miscreated, yet another champion I don't own. Like there's a number of methods, but it's very hard to kill a Ultimate Death Knight. And he's everywhere. He's everywhere. It's not like Krisk, where it's like, oh yeah, there's one Krisk in a while. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. There's more of him than there's Mashalds. That's the reality of the matter. Still didn't hear back from Jai Plays about what the heck am I supposed to do about the Facebook because I can't seem to get it to record what I want. I don't know what it's doing. I'm stuck with this because I don't want to wait and I don't want to reset for gems because if I reset for gems, I'm going to pay a pretty heavy price. At least War Maiden can get involved. And you guys can like that. You guys can like that, right? And the funnest thing about War Maiden is I could build another one if I want to. The only reason I'm not is because, number one, I'm looking for even better champs than War Maiden. And I know you're like, what do you mean? There is some very powerful characters out there, one of them being Geomancer. As you know, I'm probably saving 6-star for Geomancer if my next set of pulls is rubbish. But you know there is bigger pulls out there, right? There's a lot of legendaries and a lot of epics that I don't own that I would build right now over War Maiden. Like if I got a miscreated monster during CVC, for instance, that's an example. I would do it. That's it. Yep. Pretty much. You know, Venomage was one, you know? There's a number of epics. I can build, if I need to build a War Maiden, if you guys really want to sub or whatever with War Maiden, I'll do another War Maiden. I just don't feel like I want more than one built War Maiden for now. Okay? For now. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to make one. It's just not for now. Because there's so many different options in this game. And for all I know, my next dream champ, like Maneater or whatever, is coming up. All right? For all the heck I know. Whenever CVC comes up. Because you don't know who you're going to pull. You never know who you're going to pull. If you're wondering why I didn't do the quest, it's because I did the quest, but I'm also doing this for not clan tournament, tag tournament. The reason I'm doing this for the tag tournament is because I want the gems and stuff. There's a prize to be obtained. And somehow she's able to do so much damage. Oh, I know why. She's void. Mm-hmm. She's void. That's why. Void is extremely special because it ignores affinity. Completely ignores affinity. You cannot. Yeah, you can't get her to hit less by going force or whatever. You can't. It just doesn't exist. And she's relatively squish compared to the other three. Say the other three, even though the defense is ignored, they're so healthy and powerful. See, I had to get him out of the picture because the Death Knight is a problem. Now you might be asking, why am I not farming on this account for? It's because I'm low on energy, fuel, and resources comparatively. And I know that a CVC is probably coming up very soon. And I'd be a fool to not save my resources for the CVC. I would be a fool. And I would lose all respect. And I don't want to lose all my respect because I work very, very hard for my respect. I work harder than most people realize. I think Jive Plays did realize it. That's why he's recommending me to get the Facebook thing because of how hard I work on my content. Because I work very hard. Every day. Every day. I play more video games than people realize. That's how I get good at them. And I learn about them all the time. It's like a study, if you will. It's very hard to do. It's like, hey guys, you win this for free, and I'm like, boy, you have no idea. We are probably going to lose this, but I'm going to give it a I am going to keep trying to fight this out because I have a hunch I might win. If I can just... Okay. He has to keep healing himself because he's going to take a beating. Because we got to last a little while in order to get rid of a Geomancer. Like so. Okay. The colony expands. The Mushroom Man. All right. Gotta keep blowing these tokens out, because guess what? There's more where that came from when these tokens every day. Because it's a grind. This game is a grind. See, because also I have to do resource management. You serious? Really? Well then. Got him. Got him. Some of these is just stupidly hard. I'm not gonna even attempt it because I need the points and I don't want to randomly lose because I decided, aha, you know, I'm going to choose a hard team. But yes, I have a war maiden. I mean, a war maiden. Yes, I have a war maiden ready to build if I need to. If I need to build her, or if I have an urge to build her, I'll do it. But I'm just not doing it right this second. Especially because I'm still hunting for some very powerful picks. Stuff like Mashald, Brogni, Skullcrown, Maneater, things like that. I'm still hunting for those. And if they happen to show up in my shards, Trunda, there's a whole bunch of them. Any one of those, Mashald, any of that, Genbo, there's a whole bunch of them. If a miscreated monster, Skull Crusher, who else? It's a long list. Suffice it to say, it is a long list of champs. To look in the index. Let's look at epics. What epics do I want? Stagnite on here. Don't have Stagnite. Warcaster be great. I have a Stagnite on the other account. Horden. Horden is top drawer. I'd love to have a Horden. Game's like, no, screw you. I'd love to have an Ethos. Absolutely would be thrilled to have an Ethos. Yannika's another one. Thenisil or Andresia would be welcome. Or Battle Sage. Relic Retender be welcome, but for some reason this account, some inscrutable reason this account doesn't have it. Abyss would be great. Cupidus would be great. Sir Nicholas would be top drawer. Aothar be alright, but I have him on another account. He's not God. Cardinal would be not bad, but I like damage champs, like the Phoenix and stuff. Talia would be great. Most of the Sacred Order rares are bad, barring Templar, Mother Superior, and Purgator, and Aethel. Those are the best rares of that faction. I'd love to have an Elder Skarg or a Turvold. What epics? I have a Knot of nice... Okay, I could use an Aina. I have an Alika, though. Suai's not bad, but I don't have her on here. I have her on the other account. Skytouch would be great. You guys know how much I want Maneater, right? That's why I'm hovering him. Maneater is probably my most wanted epic in the game. Period. And I would like a Urgrim, but the Maneater is the one that torments me the most because it's the thing that's limiting me the most in clan bosses because I don't have one. Rosin's not bad. He was hard as heck to fuse. I still want a Fushan. I really badly want a Krisk. I do want a Krisk. Okay? And I do like Dracomorph. At least I have Venomage. Jarrig is nice. I do need to build him better at some point. Uh, I have a Skathix. I should probably build him. I do not. Well, I like Metal Shaper. He's useful, but he's not absolute game changer. Skinwalkers. I really badly want a Brachus or a Leorius. Leorius I want even more than Brachus. Leorius is like top 5 champ in game that I'd want, period. Maybe higher. Regash would be great. I could use a Hoferes. The other ones, no. I have all the Skinwalker's rares I really want. So that's that with that. This count has no Orc legendaries, and if there's an Orc legendary I want, it's probably Robar, followed by Warlord and Iron Brago. Iron Brago and Warlord would probably be the most valuable, followed by Robar. Those three. Any one of those would change my account. Zargala is probably my most wanted Orc epic, followed by Seer. Seer would be my most wanted, and then Zargala, and then Jorg, because I have Ultimate Gallic. Vrask is decent. Survivor's decent, but this account for some reason doesn't have him. Tuok is decent. Tolf is bad. I have all the rares for orcs, but orc rares tend to be bad. Most of these are not worth building at all. Dragstar, I like him, but I really want any one of these other ones, especially Enithwe, Heferak, Candrafon. CCO would be okay, but this guy, and this guy, and that guy are the most wanted. Akot does a lot. I still want a Soul Drinker. Magnar would be great for this account. Allure would be great for this account. Skimfos is good. Umbral's good, but the game trolls me about her to no end. Excruciator, the game just trolls me on that. Have the Marquess is the best rare for Demon Spawn, hands down, followed by Abyssal and Hellborn, and then Diabolist, and then maybe Fellhound. The rest, it's like, I mean, I guess Malbranche if you for Bommel, but even then, it's pretty bad Bommel champ. And then these are all food, pretty much, except maybe notable mention, maybe Vilespawn, but these others, and Lemur, but they're pretty much food. My most wanted damage dealer in the game. Period. Game is like, no. One of my other most wanteds, this guy. Game is like, no. One of my most wanted speed leads in the world, this guy. But you know, did I get the prize? That's the real question. I might aim for the 2000 just so that I can get. So I can. I mean, energy fuel is always really valuable. I still want a miscreated monster. Don't get me wrong. I still want him. I think he's in Undead's. I mean, not Undead's, right? Revenant. Game is like, no. Game is like, no. I have to check my other quest, though, before I go further on this bandwagon. 2,000 is pretty annoying, though. I might try making a stream without the software to see if it's just the way I have it set up, because, or it's like, is it agreeing with my, I knew it. I actually knew it. I knew I was missing something. I knew it. I knew it. Something was wrong. I knew it. I knew I was ignoring something. Like, no account I have has had a Mashal. That's why I want him so bad. Because no account I have has ever had a Mashald. I might even make another account later just to experiment if I can get the first Mashald at some point. Like, anything to get the freaking Mashald. The game is like, no. You are going to have to suffer a very long time before you get Mashald. Of course. Of course. Okay. I still need to keep moving. Because if I want to get this quest done, I have to get 5 arenas off. Win or loss. I have to. I knew there was something I was leaving behind. I have to get rid of him first. Because otherwise the Gorgorab will revive. 200, I'll take it. Alright, I need 6 total arena for that. I mean, I know you guys are like, why is Miscreated Monster one of your most wanted champs in the whole game? It's because of what his potential. You have to understand Miscreated Monster's potential before you think I'm being lunatic. You have to understand what he's capable of. That's the first thing everyone needs to understand is that Miscreated Monster is a lot more powerful than people think. Because the ally protection plus his extremely large shield allows you to do a lot of content that you normally like right now. Right now, he's carrying their team, for instance. Just want to point this out before people get any ideas that, oh, Miscreated Monster is not insane. He is insane. He's probably the most underrated champ in the game. He does good damage. He has a shield. He does so much. He carries your team. So, I don't even have a chance right now of carrying versus him right now. That's just to illustrate that. To illustrate why I want him so bad. Because so many people think he's not unbelievably valuable, game-changing champ. Yes, no, he is. So if you don't think that Miscreated Monster isn't insane, then you are a filthy whale and are filled with crisks, or you don't know anything about him, or you have a Brogni. If you have a Brogni, sure. If you have a Brogni, you don't need him. But unless you have a Brogni or a Krisk or something of that nature, he's a god. Miscreated Monster is a god. If you do not have those champs, he is a god among epics. And since epics are usually the only thing I end up getting, guess what? That's why I'm praying for him. Because I know that if he shows up in my shards, whatever account he shows up in, guess what? He's changed that account forever. And if you're asking, yes, it takes a lot of effort to make this food. It's like a major ritual. That's the truth of it. It's a ritual. If you're wondering what I'm concocting with this ritual, I'm making the next rank 6. That's what it is. The next rank 6 and the one after that. Because this account is behind. Who needs help the most? How about you? There. I'll be doing this stuff later, but not much later. Next time.